I've got a little bit too much Spam stocked up in my hurricane emergency kit. So today we're going to make some Spam Musubi. Okay, what we're making here is musubi, Spam Musubi. I think that's the way you say it anyway. Apparently this is quite the popular Hawaiian dish. It's essentially Spam sushi. You'll need a can of Spam. You'll need some Nori or seaweed, whatever you want to call it. And you'll need some rice. Now, I'm going to do this two ways. I'm going to do it spicy with a Jolokia barbecue sauce. Jolokia is, as you all know, is ghost peppers. But Cricket over there at Cooking with Cricket won't like this one. So we're also going to make a more traditional one with teriyaki sauce. Now you could, also use soy sauce, mirin, and sugar. But hey, this just saves me a step. And speaking of Cricket, if you guys haven't checked their channel out, you really need to. If you want to talk about some home cooking, that's a place to be. Now let's get this started. So let's get the Spam out of here. And I'm going to tell you the truth, I'm not a big Spam guy. But we live in Florida, near the coast, and that means we have hurricanes. So we keep Spam and deviled ham, those kind of things. And don't throw this can away, by the way. We're going to need this. We keep those things year-round. Because when a hurricane's coming, the stores are just crazy. Now what we're going to do is cut it into, what would you say it is? I'd say about 1/4 inch pieces. And just going to cut this whole guy up. And when it's cut up, we'll come back and get to the next step. Now for the more traditional type, what I'm going to do is take 1/2 cup of teriyaki sauce. And we're just going to heat it and reduce it down by, say, 1/3 to 1/2. We just want it to be, instead of so thin, we want it to be kind of thick so we can paint it on this Spam in a few minutes. Going about 6-7 minutes here. We've reduced it to about 1/2. It's a little bit thicker now. So what I'm going to do is pull this off the heat and we'll get over to making that Spam. I'm just going to take a little bit of this Ghost Pepper BBQ Sauce. Now this is CaJohns Jolokia 10. Just put it out in this little bowl. Just make it easier once we start grilling this Spam. I've got this grill set on medium-high heat. Now you could just as easily fry this in a pan on your stove, this Spam, but I'd rather be outside. This won't take long, right? I mean, you just want to get some nice grill marks, get some caramelization going on the Spam. I never thought I'd hear myself say that. I'm just going to keep cooking it till we get it nice and brown. Just continuing to get our Spam all grilled up here. Actually smells pretty good. And our Spam's been on here maybe 8-10 minutes. You can see it's getting all nice and grilled up here. And what I'm going to do is for the traditional, just going to slide it down in that sauce we had on that pan, if you'll remember. And we're going to put it back on the grill and let this sauce get some caramelization done, if that's how you say it. I'm going to try to keep these separate so we can try them both. So I'll do 5 of the more traditional, and then the other 4 we're going to do this ghost pepper. Alright? So, how I'm going to do this ghost pepper is, we didn't heat up that sauce. We're just going to paint it on each one. Okay. Yeah. Looking forward to this. I don't think I've ever been excited about Spam before. Okay. Now I'm just going to put the lid down on this grill. Not even probably a minute to let this thicken up, and then we'll turn it over and do the same thing. Okay, got our Spam cam here, as you can see. Now you want to take some plastic wrap. Now, hey, they make a device just for making this stuff, a little fixture. So if you're going to be making it all the time, you may want to get one of those. That's up to you, I guess. But I'm too cheap. I'm going to use this plastic wrap. Okay. Now we're going to take that rice and I don't know, I'm going to put about, say, an inch thick. Maybe 3/4 of an inch thick. You want more rice? Go for it. Okay. So what we're going to do here is just push this rice down, make sure it's good and all the, pack. You want it pretty tight, right? And then what I'll do is first we'll put in a piece of the more traditional, right? And now what we're going to do is pull this plastic wrap up and then push this guy down to make it even more firm. Okay. And then we're going to pull it out. Alright. Hey, doesn't look too bad. And I'm just going to set this aside for a moment. Wow, there you go. How about we do that? That works just fine. And I'm going to do that for each of these pieces. And when I get everything all ready, I'll show you how we're going to wrap it in this nori. And then we're going to give it a big taste test. Okay, now we just got to assemble these guys. Now, the ones with the darker color are our teriyaki ones. Okay, so what we're going to do, just slip it on this nori seaweed. Okay. Just going to turn the guy over like so, like so, like so. Okay. Set that one aside. Got another piece here. You want the shiny side down, I guess. Textured side up. Okay. And actually, it's going to look bit. Well, I'll leave that alone. Okay, we're just kind of do like so. Now, one tip here is if you just take some water and wet that edge, it'll stick quite nicely. See? Okay, and that's one of our ghost pepper ones. We'll just put it there. I'm just going to repeat this process for each one. And when I get them all wrapped up, we're going to give them a try. And again, like I said, just this little water, just dip a little, what I've got here, I'm sorry, I got a little bowl of water and just dip my finger in it and roll her up like that. Okay, we've got our teriyaki, these three. This is our ghost pepper. I think what we'll do is we're going to give this teriyaki a try first. I understand this is everywhere in Hawaii. I've been there twice. I've never seen it. But we're going to give it a try. I guess I should have used a fork. Sorry for the hand. It's surprisingly good. That nori, I'm not a big seaweed eater, right? I eat meat. But it's quite good. It's not too salty. I was concerned, with the Spam and the teriyaki, that it might be a little bit too salty. But it's not. Let me just give this one more try. And then I'll try to go into a description of it. You can see there's what it looks like. Look, I don't know if this stuff was meant to be cut or not, but it sort of falls apart when you cut it. It's got that nice teriyaki flavor, and it tastes like Spam. Although, not as like eating Spam out of the can. It's a little bit more dressed up. I guess if we were in a hurricane, this would be a great way to eat Spam. Now, let's try the ghost pepper. All right, this is the one that has that CaJohns barbecue sauce on it. So here we got our seaweed, our Spam, our rice. Let's give it a try. It's not as spicy as I thought it would be. It is spicy, but I think the rice really helps with that heat. The first flavor you get with this barbecue sauce, this ghost pepper barbecue sauce, believe it or not, the very first flavor you get is sweet. sweet from that barbecue sauce. And then as you chew a little bit, you start to get the spice. You obviously get the Spam. And the rice is a great way to keep this from getting too hot. It's really quite tasty. Hey, if you're not a subscriber already, I hope you hit that armadillo pepper icon up in the corner there. If you got any questions or comments about this video, just leave them below.